Good afternoon, students. In today's session, we will discuss Block 2, Unit 2, which includes sociological perspective of education, which is Unit 2, sociological perspective, which includes education, culture, socialization, concept of social unity, unity and diversity of caste, class, religion, human language, gender in society, with a specific reference to Indian society with respect to living together. What is education? We often talk about education, culture. This is my culture, and he is educated like this. He is not illiterate. So, what is education? What is culture? And what is socialization? In this session, we are going to talk specifically about education and culture and socialization in general. In our next session, we will cover culture, education, culture, and socialization in detail. So, today, education and culture. What is education? What is education? What do we understand by this term? Change in behavior. We generally hear change in behavior, modification in behavior, but it is something more than that. It is beyond that. Change in behavior, modification in behavior, training. It is also training of mind. It is training. It is about facilitating learning. It is about acquiring new skills, adjusting ourselves in the society, acquiring knowledge, skills, values, beliefs, and habits as well. So it encompasses a wide variety of activities and settings from formal classroom instruction to informal learning experience in our societies. Formal classroom instruction to informal learning experience that we often receive in some form or the other in our societies, through our peer group, through our relatives, through our parents, through our uh, friends, peer group, parents, and other members of society. So we often receive informal learning experience through them. So education is about learning. It is training of mind, acquiring knowledge, skills, values, beliefs, and habits. Adjusting ourselves, learning new things. So it encompasses a variety of activities and settings from classroom instruction. Remember, it is not confined to classroom only. So to informal learning experience that we often receive in society. So next thing, culture. What is culture? What do you understand? You often use this word, culture has changed. Things like this don't happen in this time on and so on. So what is culture? What do you understand by this term culture? We often say when we see people or things happening in some different way, we often notice and say culture has changed. Today students do this, they don't do this, they don't respect their elders, and They use mobile phones in their classroom. So culture has changed, things have changed. So why do we use this kind of things? What is culture? What do you understand by this term culture? What do you understand by culture? The term culture may mean the cultivation of the soul or mind. It also signifies man's moral, spiritual, and intellectual achievement. So, education as a part of culture has the twin functions of conservation and modification or renewal of the culture. So, culture encompasses the shared values, beliefs, practices, customs of a particular group of people. It represents, we can say, represents the collective way of life. The best definition is it is the collective way of life that is passed down from one generation to other and shapes how individuals interact with one another and understand the world around them. So it consists of the beliefs, behaviors, objects, and other characteristics which are common to the members of a particular group or society. Through culture, people and group define themselves, conform to society's shared values, and contribute to society. So, culture includes many societal aspects such as language, customs, values, norms, modes, rules, tools, technologies, products, organization, and institution. Because often we use this person use this kind of culture and this way he or she speaks. Her culture is like that. He does this or that because he or she comes from that kind of culture. So whatever we do, it reflects what we have learned in the form or what we have uh, learned from our elders or what we have inherited from our forefathers. Thus, culture includes many societal aspects: language, customs, values, norms, modes, rules, technology, products, organizations, etc. So, now education and culture. What is education? What is culture? We discussed. Now, education and culture and how do they influence each other? How they are related to each other. Education and culture are deeply intertwined, each profoundly influencing and shaping the other in a dynamic interplay that shapes individual identities and social structures. Culture encompassing the shared values, beliefs, practices of a group provides the context within which education occurs. It sets the framework for what is considered valuable knowledge, how it is transmitted, and the methods of instruction used. In turn, Education serves as a primary means of perpetuating and transforming cultural norms, values, and practices. So, this symbiotic relationship manifests in various ways from the content of education curricula to teaching methods and institutional practices. Education is a primary vehicle through which cultural heritage is passed down from one generation to the next. School, colleges, and other educational institutions are not just places where academic knowledge is imparted, but they are also cultural repositories that uphold and transmit societal values and norms. For instance, in many societies, education reflects the dominant cultural narratives and ideologies. Definitely, it happens. Dominant cultural narratives and ideologies, such as national history, religious beliefs, and moral values, which reflects dominant cultural narratives and dominant ideologies, be it political or any other. This cultural component is embedded in textbooks. You often see when something is in your textbooks, things are reflected through societies, and societies take up these things from culture. Textbooks, curricula, and teaching practices, ensuring students acquire not only academic skill but also an understanding of their cultural identity and societal expectations. Education is not merely a passive conduit for cultural transmission, but also an active agent of cultural change. Definitely, education influences and in a very strong manner. How? Because if society is progressing, there is progressive society, changes are occurring in any society, then it is definitely going to change our culture as well and reflect it in our textbooks. So education is not merely a passive conduit for cultural transmission, but also an active agent of cultural change. As societies evolve, so do their educational system. We cannot belong to old era and doing the same things. So if societies evolve, educational system change. If societies progress, education, the way education is imparted, it changes. So it is a time of technology. It is because of social change. We cannot use traditional things in a progressive society, in a progressive nation. So we have to change according to societal norms, according to needs, according to requirement. We have to make changes. We have to change ourselves. Change will take place. Today we use computers for our education to impart. Today we see often video lectures, online classes, Google Meet, and several other social media platforms. They are all examples of social change, cultural change, how students receive education. Education is imparted through online lectures, video lectures. See the change. This is the change which takes place in societies. And your parents, our forefathers even could not imagine this, that education will be imparted through such medium. But it has changed and definitely it will. So it reflects social change, social aspirations, social expectations. So as societies evolve, so do their educational systems, which adapt to new cultural values, technological advancements, and global influence. Educational reforms often reflect broader cultural shifts, such as movements towards inclusivity, diversity and globalization. For example, the increasing emphasis on multicultural education and global citizenship reflects a growing recognition of cultural diversity, interconnectedness in a globalized world. Through educational initiatives, societies can address cultural inequalities, challenge outdated norms, and foster a more inclusive environment that accommodates diverse perspectives and experiences. Moreover, education influences culture through the development of critical thinking and intellectual exploration. By encouraging students to question and analyze cultural norms and values, education can foster a more reflective and innovative society. In, for example, in autocratic classroom situation, students were not allowed to ask questions and strict discipline was there. Today, favor discipline, but democratic setup, democratic classroom, where students' voice are also heard. Their voices are heard. They are allowed to question. They are allowed to clear their doubts. They are allowed to remove queries. So today they have right to ask question without any fear, without any hesitation. They are encouraged to ask things, to clear up things. In autocratic setup, they were not allowed until a teacher asked them to do so. So, in democratic setup, in today's classroom, many things have changed. So, education influence culture through the development of critical thinking and intellectual exploration. By encouraging students to question and analyze cultural norms and values, that's why youth ask today, why such and such, why should I accept that thing? So they have started questioning things. They have refused to believe things they don't believe in. So this is all because of education. Education can foster a more reflective and innovative society. This intellectual engagement often leads to cultural evolution as new ideas and perspective challenge traditional views and contribute to cultural progress. For instance, educational institutions that promote critical pedagogy and encourage students to engage with diverse viewpoints can play a significant role in driving social change and cultural development. The relationship between education and culture is not always harmonious or straightforward. Educational systems can also reinforce cultural stereotypes and inequalities, particularly when they fail to reflect the diversity of the student population or perpetuate historical bias. For example, curricula that predominantly feature the perspectives of dominant cultural groups while marginalizing or ignoring minority viewpoints can perpetuate cultural hegemony and contribute to social inequalities. Addressing these issues requires a conscious and combined effort to create educational environments that are inclusive, equitable, and which provides equal opportunity to all, which reflects the diverse cultural background and accepts diverse cultural backgrounds of students. So the relationship between education and culture is complex and reciprocal one, with each shaping and being shaped by the other. Education serves as a means of cultural transmission, reflecting and reinforcing societal values and norms. while also acting as a catalyst for cultural change and intellectual development. Understanding this relationship is crucial for creating educational systems that are both culturally responsive and capable of fostering a more inclusive and progressive society. Through thoughtful and deliberate educational practices, societies can ensure that education not only preserves cultural heritage but also contribute to its dynamic evolution in a rapidly changing world.